Hello UBC Squad, welcome back to our UiPath Bot Central channel. Today we are going to proceed with practice test. So to begin with that, just we will make sure what are the content we have been covered. So in yesterday's session, we covered testing panels and templates. So those relevant topics we covered, right? Almost six subheadings. Then still there is some topics which is based on the text explorer, so still we haven't get those questions from this practice test. Once we reach this question again we will resume this content. Okay, then so based on, yeah, I think almost 50% of the content it's clear now. Okay, yeah, let's go with the question again. Yeah, what is the auto generated test data? Read one more time. What is auto generated test data? Right, so I already mentioned whenever you are going to read the questions 3 to 4 times you will get an one important keyword. Based on the keyword you can easily identify the subtopic and then main topic. So if you remember the main topic you can easily pick the option from this available listed over here, like out of four. Okay, if you remember this particular document words then keywords, we can easily select which one is the suitable answer for this, right? So we can see for what is mean by auto generated test data means, like you can see that options are auto generated test data is a service then that store up to 2 GB of data of testing for testing, right? Then, auto-generated test data is a feature that allows the generation of value for test cases to cover as many paths as possible during the execution. Okay, it seems some keywords present here. Auto-generated test data is system that mocks test cases with the empty data variations as failed during the execution. Okay. Auto-generated test data is a feature that imports data from the entities and exposes them as workflow. I think guys, now I got the answer for this question. First, we'll go with the documentation. Okay. So remember this word. So now in this question, we got one keyword, auto-generated test data, right? Just go with the syllabus document. You can see most probably we are going to use the test data under the data driven testing only, most probably, like we can pass the n number of data to cover the scenarios, right? Uh, like through the file format, then auto generate format, then data queues kind of things. Okay, so you can see, so this is our main topic, UiPath Studio data driven testing. But here when you're reading the subtopics, you will get the idea. Manage test data to perform data-driven testing for test cases that contain data variation. Got it? Then you can see create test data-driven, not this one. Describe all sources of adding test data to a data-driven test case. So now you understood. Okay, so these questions belongs to this content only under the data-driven testing. So once we get the confirmation, what needs to be done? Just go to the Google, just type UiPath test auto generated data. Okay, we'll check for the official document. Yeah, we got it. You can see docs.uipath.com, right? So you can see that studio auto generated this data. Just we type the keyword which is present in the question, but automatically you will know. Now we can see that documents get opened, but yeah, under the data driven testing, you can see I'm going to expand this. Under the data driven testing, we have this topic, auto generated test data, right? So as I mentioned earlier, like we should read each and every line without missing any content, step by step. Like you can read like a story. Okay, So I think we will have the answer in the first paragraph itself. We'll see. You can use automatically generated test data to execute the test cases using various sequence of data. Okay. Different data combination can be used for both RPA and application testing. Yes, of course. No. Okay. Now we'll check this paragraph. Considering an example where you can create a multiple argument. Okay. If an decision tree, you can use the auto generate feature to generate the values. Okay. You test cases cover as many paths. Okay. I'm going to highlight this word, guys. This particular two lines. I'll highlight with this green. Okay. Now you can see this, guys. Right? You use the auto generated feature to generate the values. Okay. Basically, why we are using this auto generated feature to generate the test data. Once it gets generated, what we are going to do? We are going to pass this data to the in our test case through help of argument. Then our test case will going to cover all the business scenarios, like whatever the functionality we have been developed, right? So all the scenarios going to cover with the help of this auto generated data. So that's why they mentioned your test case to cover as many paths as possible during the execution, right? I think we got the answer, guys. We can see that what is the auto generated test data. I think the main thing, once it gets generated, we can utilize for to cover the many paths possible during the execution. So the second option is the perfect suitable answer for this question. Okay. So this is theoretical concept we got, right? But in the practical, we should know about it. We are not sure. So this is a practice question. So in the practical, in the real-time exam, we will get some different question. I will tell you. I will open the studio. We should know about the practical things as well. So in your project, first you need to make sure you should install UiPath.test testing.activities. Okay. From this package, we'll have just I'm going to type test data. We can see almost 7 activities: address, first name, last name, random date, random number, random string, random value. These all activities with it will help us to generate the dynamic data. Dynamic means random data, right? We can use this activity. If I use this address activity, it will be dynamically generate the value like a random address, then random first name, random last name, right? Then dates. Okay, so this is one way of approach. Then second approach, we can see that. So this is my XAML file. I just invoked here. I'm going to project share tab. We have the option called add test data. Okay. Now here I'm going to choose generate with autopilot. Okay. You can see what is happening. The selected test case does not contain any arguments. Okay. So actually I invoke the sequence. We'll try with here. Add test data. Generate with autopilot. Now we can see. So is specifically looking for the argument. That's it. Okay. Okay. It's asking for the write the prompt to generate the data. Right. So here we need to give the prompt, but not now I'm going to give only theoretical explanation. In the real time I will give you. Right. Just here we need to write the prompt. Hit on the generate tab. It will automatically generate the data. This is the first way approach. Then second thing, here we should invoke the data. Then only it can able to create the synthetic data here. Auto test data. Then you can see auto generate. You can see AutoMail is getting generated based on the each field, right? So in our upcoming session, I will explain with these detailed step about this auto generated, then generate their data with the help of autopilot, then combination of these activities. Okay, these 7 activities. So meantime, now we got the answer based on the first para itself. So based on the generated test data, we can cover many paths during the execution, right? So now we good with the theoretical understanding. At the same time, we should need practical knowledge as well. So in upcoming session, I will give some bonus questions as well with the real-time example. Okay. So if you want add any some more content, kindly ping me in the comment. So based on that, I will prepare the content for the next video. Thank you so much, guys. Bye. We'll see you in the next video.